Right, well, we've opened it back up again, and you see it looks slightly different, because you'll see I have inbox, I have one message here. We always get a message from Outlook Express team, and at the bottom half my screen has been split to show me a little bit, a preview pane of what that message is. And this is where I have the scroll bar as well. If we scroll down, that is the full message from the Microsoft team. Now again, you might not have that preview pane there. Let me just show you how, in fact, you make sure you've got it. Again, we're back into View, Layout, and the box that is ticked is Show the Preview pane below the messages. We could have it showing beside the message if you want, but we have Show below the messages, and that's the view that I suggest that you use. And Show the Preview pane header. In other words, who it's coming from. Have a look at the header here. That's the header, who it's coming from, and the subject. So the preview pane is something that we have open. Fine. But we have over on the left hand side the folders, which is our inbox, outbox, sent box, deleted items, and drafts. Now these are the standard folders that come when you first install the program. They're pretty essential to what we do. You can add folders to them later on, which will be in a later tutorial, but we'll keep to the basics at the moment. But notice at the bottom it's actually saying contacts. There are no contacts to display. Now this is where you have to build up your list of names and addresses. Now I'm going to put in the WEGroup here contact for you and show you how you build up your contact list. Click on the word contacts and then new contacts. So this is the same as adding a new address to your address book. The first name, Sylvia, and the last name, this is the WEGroup, the group of the tutorials. Fine. Now notice here in the display name, you've got all the other boxes there for middle name, title, display name. Now you must put in these boxes the information that it's requesting and not move them around a little. The display name, if I want my contacts to display in alphabetic order based on the surname, the last name, I click here and say that I want to display it as WEGroup, Sylvia. Have a look. I dropped down the box. I had those options as to how to display the name. I chose the one WEGroup, Sylvia. That means that my contacts will now list in alphabetic order based on the last name. Next and most important is the email address. Now when somebody sends you an email address, you must type it in exactly as they've sent it. These are case sensitive, and you must have it exactly as it should, as they send it to you. WEGroup at Tiscali.es. Now the @ will always appear in an email address. There will be a name before it, and then the actual information of the server. Here it's Tiscali.es. Click on the word add, and you'll notice that that will come down into the full email address and say that it is the default. The default means that it's the main one that you're going to use. Don't worry too much about that. Every time you email me, that is the address that it will use. And then click on OK. And notice now we have a contact. So go through and build up a whole list of your contacts, all the addresses that you have, and then we'll come back and we'll actually do your very first email.